Hi, today we're in Keswick at the Moot Hall, just behind us. We wanted a long run to do. We got a few days off work, and we discussed last week what we was going to do, and we came up with a mad idea of a Bob Graham. So it's not the time of year for us to do this really, all the weather currently, but what's the worst that can happen? But it's 12 PM on Wednesday, so off we go. Made a quick stop. It stopped raining and actually feel quite warm at the moment, so waterproof pants and coat off, and on we go. First summit is going to be Skiddaw. We don't expect this to be a 24-hour round. We'd be happy with anything under 30 hours, so I think the main aim is to just get around. Forgot to mention, as this is a last minute idea, it's basically just me and Cheryl on an unsupported, carrying all our kit. Bags are weighing 14 pounds or just over 6.5 kilos. But what we have done is we pitched a tent at Wasdale. It's going to serve us two purposes. Purpose number one is a bailout, so should it not be going right or the weather gets to us, then we have a tent at Wasdale and we can just grab some sleep and sort a taxi from there, or it's our one and only aid station. Hope it's the latter. Ready to come back in again, so waterproof jacket back on. For those that don't know what a Bob Graham is, it is a route covering 42 Wainwright summits. Distance is approximately 66 miles with an ascent of around 27,000 feet. So it's quite a task. The sole aim of the route is to do it in under 24 hours, but as mentioned earlier, that is definitely not our target today. Our target is to complete. And in front of us, we've got the zigzags going up to Skiddaw. Looks lovely up there.
On our way up the zigzags of Skiddaw. Lovely day so far. Hopefully that'll cheer up later. As Gary said, we're carrying all our stuff. My pack weighs a ton. So today, no resources, more pack horses. And as for 24 hours, I would absolutely love to, but I don't think it's in me. Or not carrying this. So it's just some good days in the mountain.
We've got sideways snow already. We've not even summited Skiddaw. It was forecast for overnight, but slightly earlier than expected. The summit Skiddaw, this is number one, and then we're heading over towards Great Calva. Bit of respite from the weather at the minute. Dropping down next summit, the Great Calva.
Ground conditions today, absolutely gorgeous. Trying to avoid all main areas. And over there, that small corner, don't know if you can see it, but perfectly blue skies. Typical. Oh well. And it's opened up over there too. Just not where we are.
Summit number 2, Great Calva. Actually getting some views now. Back towards Skiddaw. You have to descend now down to what I think is a river Calva before ascending up to Blencathra. Not looking forward to the descent off Great Calva. It's slippy at the best of times, it's quite steep, and I've got to say I fell numerous times coming off Skiddaw. It was extremely slippy, so I'm expecting very similar here. The ascent you see in front of us will take us up towards Mungersdale, which then will turn up towards Blencathra before descending via Halswell Ridge. So I'm at the end of leg 1.
Lovely bog to cross. We're going to go this way. Looks a little bit better. And stick to the heather. Lucky heather.
Brilliant.
And follow the river.
On top of Mungersdale Common, you can pretty much see our whole route. Skiddaw, just over there. So we came across, down, back up again to Great Calva, straight in front of us, before dropping down, crossing the River Calva, and up onto Mungersdale, and in front of us will be the ascent to Blencathra. And summit number 3, Blencathra. So our descent now is going to be Halswell Ridge. Nice view of it down there now. It takes us all the way to Helvellyn. Halswell Ridge is as slippy as ever. See lots of care on here. Oh, it started to snow again. Just approaching our first aid station.
Stopped here to get some water from our aid station.
Nearing the end of leg 1 now. A little bit further we're crossing the road, heading over to Clough Head, which will be the start of leg 2. And what you see in front of us, that's Clough Head. It's a horrible ascent.
Make out Blencathra behind us now. Sun's starting to set now over the mountains. So far it's clear heading up to Clough Head. Shining orange at the minute. It's the sunset.
far off Clough Head now. It's Clough Head. The backdrop of the weather. Hopefully that's not coming over here. But it has forecast snow and fog overnight. I think we'll get the head torches on now, something else to eat, and make our way over to Great Dodd. By the way, Clough Head was summit number 4, Great Dodd will be number 5. Number 5, Great Dodd. Okay, make our way over towards Watson's Dodd. Summit number 6 is Watson's Dodd. Right, Stybarrow.
Stybarrow, then Reese.
Yeah. Summit number 7, Stybarrow Dodd. Summit number 8 is Raise. Right side, summit number 9. Next stop, Woman. Summit number 10, this is Lower Man. So, onwards, Helvellyn is next. Summit number 11 is Helvellyn. What's next? Nethermost? Is it Nethermost Pike?
Nethermost Pike.
Yeah.
Then Dollywagon.
Nethermost Pike, Dollywagon, which is going to involve a horrible descent. That's going to be it's going to be fun towards Grisdale Tarn. Summit number 12 is Nethermost Pike. That way. Off to Dollywagon. Summit number 13 is Dollywagon Pike. So now for the ascent now to Grisdale Tarn. Sorry, descent. Getting a bit windy now. We're on the summit of Fairfield. Winds have picked up. It's absolutely freezing.
The bob. That wasn't a bob. So yeah, as you probably saw on the video, the conditions on Skiddaw were absolutely amazing.
As usual.
As usual, because Skiddaw has its own like microclimate, so every time we've been up there it's been worse than the rest of the fells everywhere. So anyway, coming down off Skiddaw was like a water slide. I've never seen anything like it, and we didn't have our mud clothes because obviously it was the whole route we were planning on doing, so we went for something comfortable. which was probably a bad idea because I ended up falling a few times and sliding down on my backside, but somehow Gary did this amazing somersault manoeuvre which sent him like 200 metres sideways across Skiddaw. God knows how he managed it, because it's just ridiculous really, and I wish I'd got it on video, because honestly, if you'd have seen it, you'd be like me and rolling your eyes going, how the hell have you done that? But anyway, yeah, that was on the way down to Great Calva. So after that, he's like saying, Mum, my hip's hurting. I was like, right, just carry on, come on, we're all right. But it turns out he actually did injure himself a little bit. I'll give him a bit of credit for that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So he managed to Fairfield, and then, but obviously over the second leg, that's the one, the weather disappeared and it was clear and it was the most beautiful night.
Yeah,
the stars were out.
It wasn't expected because of the forecast was snow
and fog
the
forecast, and we definitely prepared for it. But then we got to Fairfield and the fog came in and the wind came in and I couldn't believe it. It was like, came from nowhere. So we're trying to get up Fairfield and getting blown backwards, and at the end of the day we thought to ourselves, it's just a training run this, what we're doing, why we're doing this. So Gary was not, you weren't very well by that point, were you? Your hip had gone even worse. So we just came off.
But the thing is, I think with the again with the weather, with the wind,
yeah,
it was more a case of we'd experienced this on the 23 before T round,
yeah,
and we know what the strong winds can do. And I think the thought of going up towards Steel Fell and going over Langdales, heading over towards Rossett, and then up Boar Fell
in the fog,
it's kind of like,
and the wind.
Yeah, considering even finding the summit on the top of Fairfield was difficult.
Yeah.
I think leg 3 may have just been a little bit too far for us.
I think it's more of a summer thing for us. I don't think we are winter Bob Grahamers. I think we underestimated everything. Although we were well prepared and had all the gear that we needed, at night going through the fog with like a metre in front of us, it wasn't for us. So we knew we had a tent at Wasdale, so we came down off the fells and came camping instead.
And if you're wondering, stag chilli and egg fried rice.
And plenty of beer, because we've just been to the Wasdale Head for some pints.
And we've got more as well.
Hobgoblin and a bit of whiskey. So, can't
What
complain
more can you
really. Don't know why we do some of these challenges sometimes. We enjoy it, but I think 30 miles is enough for this week, and we're quite happy, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll probably have a wander up Scarfell Pike tomorrow, considering we're right at the foot of it. I've been looking at it all day. So, yeah.
Oh well.